Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Okami. In the last episode, we did a Devil Gate trial. Yes, it's crazy. Wow, I almost ended it all right there. We did Devil Gate trial. In today's episode, we're going to be actually progressing the story. And from the Devil Gate trial that we did in Ryushima Coast, we got a stray bead, as well as right before we got the Devil Gate trial, we had to fight a bandit spider, or spider bandit. I can't remember what its title is technically. And we got, what's the word I'm looking for? We got a sun fragment. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, we're going to be looking around down here in the canals, because down here somewhere, I can't remember which treasure chest. Okay, come on now. One of these chests contains a stray bead. I think our first of like 5 or something in Sei'an City. But also while you're down here, might as well just get all the boxes that are down here. Sorry, I got the hiccups, I guess. Something I ate earlier, I'm guessing, is not sitting well with my stomach. Had some salmon and rice for lunch, so maybe it was something in the salmon. Ooh, we got a mermaid coin. Nice. Not that we really need them. Oh, also, at the end of last episode, or in between episodes, I should say, I went and bought a bunch of items because I'm not trying to deal with the problem I was facing when we were doing the, good lord, what is it called? The Devil Gate trial. I am not trying to deal with all that again, so I went a little nutso trying to collect a bunch of stuff. Also, maybe I'm crazy and I can't do this yet, or maybe I just didn't go all the way one direction. Ah, the literal last chest that I check. There's your stray bead, but now it's time to progress the story. Yes, as you know, there's no water in Sei'an City right now, and if you come over here and read the sign, keep out digging for water source. Looks interesting. Let's talk to this guy. Here's that confounded water dragon causing such a commotion. How can the god of the sea be ruining the peace like this? But the dragon is to blame for the state of this canal, too. All that fuss has caused the lake to plug itself up. Master Carpenter Naguri. Hey, Ammy. Looks like there's some blah 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 over here too. Seems the whole city's a complete mess. Or did you come here for a drink of water, Wolf? I'm afraid it's completely dried up. This canal was a really important source of water for us. So I'm digging a hole to see if I can tap into it again. So many people are sick now that there's hardly anyone to help out. In fact, I'm the only one left. One lowly carpenter. But I'm determined not to give up. You get quite fit doing my job. Now I can reap the benefits. But almost everything you see here in Sei'an, you know? So there's nothing I don't know about the place. Want to know where the key to this water source lies? Lies in Lake Biwa's drain plug. Certainly seem to listen well for a pooch. Maybe I should tell you about Lake Biwa's plug then. Sei'an City is floating in the middle of Lake Biwa. The water from it is what fills the canal around the city. The water dragon's antics have made the plug seal up. No wonder the canal's dried up. And that's why we're in this sorry state now. I'm sure that the plug is located beneath this area. If I take my way to it, the water should come gushing out. It's pretty exciting, don't you think? Let's help him out. So yes, it's another digging minigame. I understand perfectly. It's another digging minigame, so take complete advantage of it if you can. Let's start off by digging down here. Let's see how that goes. We'll power slash this. Oh, we don't actually... Oh goodness. This may not be a good idea, actually. Might have to start over already. Okay, so I've solved the riddle. The riddle has been solved. The riddle is quite simple, actually. Alright, I'll just let him tank a hit there. The answer is actually quite simple. You just have to Gale Storm the guy across, which I forgot I could do. But if we wait till right now, use a Gale Storm, we'll go flying. Now we just gotta hope he hurries up. Fingers crossed. I think if we Gale Storm, we can do it a couple of times. It'll speed him up. It's gonna be one of these two, surely. What? Is it this one and I just missed it? Oh my god. Well, that's what I get for not looking up the guide before playing. Or for, like, trying new things out. Look, Wolf, look at this wonderful water from Lake Biwa. Sei'an has had its fair share of hardships lately. The water dragon on the rampage and that strange mist all over. Matters not what trials present themselves to us. We solve them one by one, we'll emerge unscathed. Suppose my work here is done for now. Thanks, Wolf. You did a good job. That's praise, baby. Alright, that took me way longer than I expected. But, you know, that's A-okay. I'm just looking around, checking out his house. There is actually... I don't believe it's... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think... I think... It's not in here, but in one of the houses in Sei'an, you can actually... Oh my god. Maybe I can hit this pot one day. There we go. In one of the houses in Sei'an, you can actually get... a strayed bead, I'm pretty certain. But... we're not going to worry about that. First... we're actually going to go deal with the water bridge. Actually, no. Before we do anything, we're going to grab a couple fishing tools, because they are very necessary for our journey. I believe this guy was selling them last time I came in here. Feel free. You want to do some shopping? Absolutely. Let's buy this and this. And might as well buy this and this. And we are good to go, I think. Alright. Oh, and by the way, if you were worried that you are forever locked out of getting those stray beads or whatever, you would still be able to see the chests from above the water. So all you got to do is cut them with the power slash technique, and you'll be able to get them still. Not the greatest way to do it. I would recommend doing it while the canal is still dry, but, you know, if you forget or don't have time, then you can always come back and check it out. But first, it's time to deal with the guard. Benkei. At last, the time is near. Benkei the fisherman monk shall lay claim to his 1,000th sword. Wandering warrior monk Benkei. I've traveled far and wide challenging master swordsmen, and 999 swords have I claimed by my own hand. But now that I have defeated all who would dare challenge me, the last sword has eluded me. I need but one more to make 1,000, and thus aimlessly I have wandered. That is until a legend drew me to Sei'an City. It is said that a living sword lies in the depths of Lake Biwa. You heard the legend about Lake Biwa? Even I could barely believe it when I first heard. But they say a living sword swims freely about in these waters. If true, it would make a fitting addition as my 1,000th sword. This bridge is a very special contraption. With one command, I can make it passable and another impassable. As you can see, it makes for a fine place to fish. It grieves me to cut off access to the city, but I'm afraid this bridge shall stay this way while I fish for the living sword. Of course, that may be done a little bit faster. Must therefore arm myself with the right weapon. Fishing right over the tool dealer in town would be perfect. Oh, you should see it. It's the purest of white like new fallen snow. There's no chance of victory without that rod. That's the blinding snow! The rod from the tool dealer. With that fine rod, I'll at least have a chance against the living sword. Now be a good doggy and give it here. Hand it over. I have never fished before, but it should not be much different from a good sword fight. Now to catch that 1,000th sword. So engage in mortal combat with that elusive living sword. Hoodhead here is never going to let us across at this rate. Time for some of that angling magic of yours. Show him how you do it. Fish that living sword out of this lake. Yeah, I guess. So what? We've dug for water. Now we're fishing because somehow the fish didn't die. Yes, I know exactly how to do this. The fish didn't die when the water was plugged. There we go. Looks like a simple fish, whatever it is. You caught a killifish. Oh, that's a big boy. How much you want to bet it's that guy? You won't get away from me. It's so funny sounding. Anybody ever play what is it? Not Blizzard, but what is the people that do high res? Anyone ever play a high res game? Like Smite or Paladins when that was still a thing. Oh my god, this guy is mixed. This fish is mixing me up. Come on, you're so close. Double slash. Oh my god, a double doesn't do it? Come on. You're coming a little bit closer every time. There we go. That should do it. Number 3. Ding. You caught a cutlass fish, the living sword. The gods be praised. At last I have fulfilled my dream. So that is a living sword. That is what I have been pursuing all this time. Oh, I don't think it's so hard. I mean, that was one big cutlass fish. And a cutlass is a kind of sword, isn't it? Plus, what are the odds of catching an ocean fish in a lake? Spare me such details, but enough about that. A monk never goes back on his word. I shall make this jigsaw bridge passable once more. All he has to do is bounce on it, I guess. Eventually, though, that spot does become permanent for fishing, so you can fill out your fishing tome. Whoa, stop, Ammy. I thought this mist was coming from the lake or mountains. What's that stuff rising from the Imperial Palace? Let's keep going, furball. Oh god, it's Waka. This guy. Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. What took you so long, Amaterasu? You can't fool us. We're not gonna forget what you did to us back at Orochi's cave. Why do you keep popping up wherever we are anyway? What are you up to this time? Excusez-moi, but I have no time to follow you around. You see, I'm busy looking for something. Some prophet you are. Shouldn't you already know where to look? Well, maybe look isn't the right word. I already know where it is. It's just, getting there is proving to be a bit of a problem. Suffice it to say, I want it quick and easy. Quick and easy? Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're behind this funky mist. Is this part of a plan to conquer the city and take over the world? You're always up to no good, so I wouldn't be surprised. The world? Not bad, my little bouncing friend. You're only half wrong. I seek the other world. I desire a path to the heavens. A path to the heavens? Well, stop beating around the bush and let us know what's on your mind. This path concerns you too, ma chérie. Huh? The city is in quite a bad state, is it not? Especially this ghastly mist that torments its people. You think we're stupid? We see right through you, pretty boy. Huh, we got you all figured out. This funky mist in your so-called path to the heavens. You're in cahoots with Queen Himiko. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So just take it step by step. You must first deal with this mist. It is slowly but surely killing the people of this city. Wait too long and it's au revoir. The damage will already be done. Why you? Talking about it like it's someone else's problem. You're behind it all. Admit it already. Even if I was, what good would come out of arguing about it here? He thinks you should be doing something about the mist now. How about a tip this time instead of a prophecy? Go through the hole in the wall, little ones. Let me put it this way. Even the most solid offense is a tiny gap like the eye of a needle. Or something like that. Understand, ma chérie? This fucking guy. Well, let's first jump right into the potential danger. And by potential danger, I mean, would you look at that? There's some treasure for us to get. After we talk to, or before we talk to her, of course. We obtained an exorcism slip M. Alright, what you got for us, honey? Well, who'd have thought there'd be a wolf in here of all places? The world's in turmoil. Have you come to listen to one of my sermons, wolf? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rao. I'm the regent of Sei'an City, appointed by Queen Himiko herself. Okay, they didn't have to go crazy on the jiggle physics like that. That's actually wild. Priestess Rao. So what's troubling you then? Holy cow, this sister's stacked. Excuse me? Oh, you've got a cute little fairy with you. Name's Issun. And by the way, it only looks like I'm staring at your melons. Melons? Never mind. Anyway, so you're running things around here? Well, there's a funky mist covering the city, and there's talk of a water dragon or something offshore. So what's up with the queen holding herself up in her palace? People of her city are dropping like flies, you know? How can she be so lazy at a time like this? So you've sensed the evil forces over Ryoshima too, then? I heard that dreaded Orochi was resurrected in Shinshu Field, though a brave swordsman vanquished him again. The ripples of those waves of chaos are reaching Ryoshima too. The water dragon terrorizes the sea, and an ill mist covers Sei'an. And in these last few days, the situation has intensified. I don't know what's happening to our peaceful Nippon. Something about waves of chaos growing stronger recently. Creepy Shadow did scurry off when we defeated Orochi. I wonder if whatever it was took root here on Ryoshima Coast. What are you muttering about, Issun? Well, this will no doubt come as quite a shock, but the great slayer of the dreaded Orochi is right before your eyes. Behold, the great Amaterasu. What? This wolf? But I heard it was a swordsman called Susanoo. Oh, well, he may have dealt the final blow, but Ammy here did most of the work, I tell ya. And if you don't believe me, Ammy's gonna show you some divine powers right here, right now. Sure. What was that? You like that? That was one of Amaterasu's divine powers. A mere taste of what the Celestial Brush can do. What a mysterious and fearsome power you wield, Amaterasu. You got that right, sister. There ain't nothing Ammy can't do. Maybe this wolf could help me with a quest. Or could you want? You're already stacked to the ceiling. Never mind, forget I said anything. Now that I've lost my prayer slips, the situation is completely hopeless. Doesn't matter, just forget about it. I have many favors I want to ask now that I've seen your powers, but without my prayer slips, there's nothing anyone can do. Prayer slips, you say? We just walk out as it blows up. Actually, before I do anything, let me double check something. Because this... Yeah. I was like, it looks like a block door or something, like a mirror, but looks like it's just to the outside. Oh, to have a... What are these called? A Zen garden? Oh, to have a Zen garden in my own backyard. That would be the dream. Okay, let's look around. I'm sure there's something we can find around here. Surely there's something that contains any information as to what we are looking for. Maybe in here? There's treasure. You obtain Steel Soul Sake. Who are you guys? What's wrong with the Emperor? His illness. Something, something. Am I able to restore these trees? I doubt it. Yeah, I figured. Alright, well, we'll leave them be. Time to figure out where the hell her prayer slips are. I think I remember somewhat where her prayer slips are, but I genuinely don't for sure know, if that makes sense. I guess I could ask these guys. She's in her palace at the moment, praying for the city. I'm under orders not to let anyone disturb her. I take orders seriously, so that means you too, Mutt. Alright, these guys are not helpful. I wonder where her prayer slips are. Probably not over there. There's gotta be something. Oh, whoa, 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 what is this? I highly doubt these are her prayer slips. Nope, but we did get an exorcism slip. Oh, we can climb this eventually. Yeah, we will need to be able to climb it to be able to access its goods. I'm gonna guess there's nothing in here again. Unless... Oh, actually, yeah, you can't even go in there. Okay, let's just keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something somewhere. Ah, yes. I need to go over here. Can you hear me? What? We're supposed to be on duty. Well, it's just, I wanted to ask you something. What's your opinion of... Sei'an and I died in the worth of our honorable emperor. True, he's had to take you to his bed because of the strange illness, but I'm full of hope they'll soon make a speedy recovery. I am too, of course, but there's something about his strange illness that bothers me. This really misses a little out of the ordinary, don't you think? The moment the emperor took ill, it started to come from his room, and before we knew it, it had taken over the whole city. People were really starting to suffer from it, too. Interesting. Kaguya? Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Check out these prayer slips. Looks like each one has a spell or something on it. I have no idea how to use them. I know how to use them. Bring your prayer slips back, and you'll be golden. My prayer slips, you found them in this huge city? Thank you, they're indispensable in my fight against the evil beings. I was sure one of them had stolen them from me. Thank goodness. Yes, your ability to sniff things out really is a divine power. Your name's Amaterasu, correct, Wolf? Well, Amaterasu, would you put your powers to use for us? You say we're the answer to your prayers? I'm saying you are our only hope. As you have seen, Hiroshima Coast is in turmoil, all because of the evil rising from the darkness. Because of the forces of darkness. Yes, next to them, the monsters out there in the wild are nothing. They're starting to spread over Hiroshima Coast. With Queen Himiko confined to her palace, it all falls to me. Normally I use my holy powers to dispel any threat to the city, but this foe is too strong for me, so I have no choice but to ask this favor. Lend me your powers. So that means we'd end up helping Himiko after all? I don't know, sounds kind of fishy to me. There are some who think the queen is a coward to shut herself away, but she cares for her subjects. She's praying for our protection. But even she can't calm the water dragon and exorcise the city. Not without that sacred treasure to enhance her holy powers. That's why I want you to help me find. Please, Amaterasu, let me ask you once again. Will you listen to what I have to ask? Sure. What the heck? Let's hear what this stacked babe has to say. Stacked? Anyway, when you came here to the city, did you see it? Right off the coast near the Hiroshima border, there lies a sunken treasure ship, a victim of the water dragon's rampage. The ship was a trading vessel working between here and abroad. It was transporting a great treasure ordered by Queen Himiko. But the water dragon attacked every ship in the water, sunk the ship and its precious cargo right in front of the port. The fox rods that the queen had finally managed to locate, a matchless treasure with the power to defeat any foe, would have been Sei'an City, no, Nippon's greatest asset. If we had the fox rods now, we could drive out the evil beings. Amaterasu, will you come to the treasure ship with me and help me search its cargo for the fox rods? Yeah, we can do that. Bummer, huh? What was that, Ami? Thank you, Amaterasu. You're a true savior. Okay, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, I must wait a while until the new moon rises in the night sky. In the shallows where the ship ran aground called the Lunar Lagoon, the tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tide's out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. Meet at the ship on the night of the new moon. Alright. Let me see. Boy, Ami. You seem really eager to help her. Well, I couldn't say no to those two either, but we can't let her guard down. I mean, who knows? This might be Himiko's puppet. And if they're up to no good, then we should get our hands out of there. We should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. True, true. Well, I think the way we're going to end this episode is by going to the ship, because I did spend quite a bit of time in the digging minigame. So I'm going to make sure we don't have to... This isn't a total waste of time, you know what I'm saying? We dug, we fished, we talked, we yapped. Great episode. Great episode. Honestly, it is actually a pretty solid episode, all things considered. Okay, time to go on over. Yeah, I love that you can barely tell that it's even nighttime versus daytime, right? Like, you can tell, but it's not nearly as noticeable as if, let's say, you were in Kamiki Village. Alright, though, I do apologize for yawning. That one is so unprofessional. How dare you yawn? You fucking loser. Okay, buddy, relax. It's not that serious. But yeah, I yawned because I'm a tired guy. I had worked a full shift today, and I'm feeling exhausted. But you know, doesn't really matter. I'm playing Okami. I'm playing one of the best games ever made. Is it the best in terms of its controls? Probably not. Is it the best in terms of its combat? It's pretty far up there. But the story, the artwork, oh, it's beautiful. Alright. Rao said she would meet us at the ship. So let's go on in and see if we can find Rao. Because she should be here. She should be in the ship already, actually. Go on. The Sunken Ship. Some evil curse lies on the door. That door looks cursed. They probably sealed it up like that to keep looters out. But I've never seen such a sinister looking curse before. I sure hope this whole ship isn't one big curse. At any rate, this puppy ain't gonna be easy to dispel. Amaterasu. Jesus. Busty babe. You're here already, both of you? Both of you? I'm sorry I'm late. My political duties delayed me. This is the treasure ship you were talking about, right? Yes. This is where the fox rods Queen Himiko was looking for reside. It was sunk by the water dragon, and now it's filled with monsters. But my holy powers can easily deal with a few dozen monsters. There's nothing to worry about. Let's go in. That's all fine and dandy, babe. But what about this cursed door? Was it sealed up like that to keep looters out? Or maybe it's the curse of those who died when the water dragon sunk their ship. That thing's just seething with an intensely evil power. So there's a cursed door to stop anyone from getting in. I see. That's a neat trick. You got that right. You better find another way in. Huh? It's time we joined forces, Amaterasu. There'll be more barriers sealed by magic as we get further in. When we come to them, I'll use a prayer slip to break the seal. So if you don't mind... So Amaterasu, handling the prayer slips is my affair, but I would like your assistance in targeting. Don't worry, what I ask is not much. You know how to manipulate the brush of the gods, I believe. Use that power to guide the prayer slip from my hand to its target. Let's practice on the curse bearing this door, shall we? Fantastic! As long as I have my prayer slips, there's nothing to be afraid of. Not even monsters. Enough practice now. Great treasure awaits. Let's go find the fox rods. Yeah, we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're curious, yes, you can actually use these prayer slips to hit these imps, or whatever they are, and get some demon fangs out of them. But anyway, yes, I'm going to end today's episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Next time on Let's Play Okami HD, we're going to be completing the Sunken Ship. See you guys then.